And you got speed.
That's right. This your man DJ Easy B. Part 3, New York City. Why Are You Who You Are? The documentary. I came to New York in October the 17th of 2011, and I was actually working on this film project, and I had ran into some obstacles with the guy that was actually filming the project. He's a good guy, no problems is that, he's very talented, but we ran into a couple of obstacles with a couple of the artists that we were actually filming. So a friend of mine in Virginia, a guy named Theodore Rainey, suggested that I get in touch with a guy named Sid in New York, and so I said that I would call him. He said, make sure that when you call him, tell him that you had received the number via Prince Rashid. So I said, okay, I'll do that. So I called Sid on the phone. We spoke. I spoke to him in depth about the concept and the importance of this project. The next thing that happened, this was just my feeling. Basically, is that because I had almost like a 10-month delay with this project, I was very skeptical of who I had their hands on this, and I stressed that with Sid. So I said I'm not going to make a decision until I come back from New York. So I actually came to New York at the end of August, and me and Jazzy Moto, we had went to Harlem to check out Mel Starr on Wednesday night, and I had to catch a flight back to Atlanta for Thursday because I had to play Thursday night at my Thursday night spot. So we just had leisure time. We were just trying to, we had leisure time, and we went and got something to eat, and we went back to the club, and I saw Powwow, you saw Mel, I spoke to JDL, people of that nature. So we were taking a train ride back to Brooklyn because I had to leave out early in the morning. We got on the train. Jazzy strikes up with a conversation with a stranger on the train that had a camera, and they had some things in common as camera work concerned. And I was just sitting there listening to him, and all of a sudden it's just a conversation that changed. And he had gave him his business card, and it was just crazy because he spits out this guy's name. He said, do you know Prince Rashid? And I was like, that name sounds familiar to me, and I couldn't remember his name, but the name sounded so familiar. I started going towards my phone to try to find out what his name was, and then I shouted out, I said, are you Sid? And he said, yeah. And it was just crazy because this happened to be the guy that I had been speaking to on the phone from Atlanta. And I had never seen him before in my life. We've never even met each other, seen each other face first. And it was just, what are the chances of you meeting somebody on a train in New York that you've never seen at any time at all? I mean, this just was so perfect. I can't attribute it, that whole meeting and the way that it happened was so perfect. Nothing's that perfect. It had to be from the Most High God. And that's the reason why this project was being done. And every time that I've had a problem, it was always been a source of intervention that gives me an answer to keep moving, regardless of how hard of a process has been. It's always been an answer, something that comes in and intervenes and fixes the problem for me. So even to this day, I'm just blown away, and I just don't even know what to say. All I can say is that I know that this project has been spiritually touched, and that's all I have to say, and I stand by that. And that's why it says, music lovers, why are you who you are?